You know I'm coming every day, right? But in this, I wanted to go ahead and tell you my topic on today, which is how did I make it out of darkness? Now, this is something to where we have to sit back and relax and think about it. Have you ever been in a dark place and you're not there no more, or you're in the dark place and you are there? Now, I'm going to tell you my story of how did I make it out of darkness and what did I do in regards of just really letting all this stuff go, and how did I, till this day I still say, who am I? Because I know when I started the darkness area at the age of 13. And I didn't really know how to get out of this dark. And so at the age of 13, I was introduced to Bedroom Boom. We already know what Bedroom Boom is. And so that's where I lost it. And I lost my mind. So when you do something like that, though, when you give out your precious gifts, you lose your gift. That's why you gotta be careful on who you're hanging out with and who you're with, because it can really change you for the rest of your life. I remember it was like I was always called intimidating, and now I know why, because I was very smart and still am. But when I was in high school, I had a lot going on. The girls, they were talking about Bedroom Boom. I didn't know about Bedroom Boom. And so they would do little jokes. You don't know about Bedroom Boom, and you know it. You know what they said, but I'm saying it in my own little special way. You don't know about Bedroom Boom and all this stuff. And so I had a little friend and she had a cousin. And the cousin and I did Bedroom Boom because I'm like, well, everybody, they did their Bedroom Boom, and I guess I got to do it too. So I'm following instead of leading and saying, I ain't doing Bedroom Boom and pop out babies and all this stuff. I'm following. So instead of even going to the parent and talking to the parent about the fact that someone's talking about this to me, is this right? I didn't really tell much. I was very just to myself, And so when I went into this high school, I lost my mind. I did. The moment I entered that Bedroom Boom with this young man, I was never the same. My clothing started changing. I started dressing really fast. I was to the point where I didn't care about anything. But I knew that I had a bedroom problem because after this particular person, I was going crazy. So all I was in this Bedroom Boom. A lot of people say, that ain't nothing. I was on drugs and all this stuff. But Bedroom Boom is something because I wouldn't stop. And then because I wouldn't stop, I wouldn't use no protection. And because I wasn't using no protection, I was catching stuff. I was catching diseases. And I kept on. I mean, now when I go to the doctors, they're so shocked. That's how bad it was. Because the doctors were like, man, you had history. That is not good. And so when I think about my story in my life, about how people said, you just over-exaggerating the situation. No, I'm not. You can see my health records, and I'm not even supposed to have these kids. That's how bad it was. But from the grace of God, He gave me these babies to save my soul. Because he's like, you going to be running around here in bedroom boom. We got to get something to stop you now. But in this though, it took me a while to really trust in myself that I can stop. I think that's the main thing when you're in darkness and you're trying to make your way out of it. You feel like this is it. This is your only way out. When I was in that bedroom boom, I thought that was my only way. And when I knew this is the only thing that these dudes wanted, I just, seriously, it's so sad. I was just like, here. And they would take it. And I'd be like, I know that's all you wanted. But see, instead of me being strong and saying, I'm not doing this, I began to just open up to anyone. And you got to be careful who you're opening up to, just in general. Because as I was running around and just running, I was praying too. All I knew is that you had to pray. And I was praying during the darkness hours, okay? Hear me out here. I was praying during them darkness hours. So as I'm running, I'm outside sometimes praying. And then, I ain't gonna lie, when we in bedroom boom, I say, hold on, I'm praying. Yes, I was praying. And that's all I knew what to do, was pray during them bedroom boom hours. Because back in the days, Grandma always told us we had to pray. So all I knew is when I'm running in these dark areas, I better be praying. So when I'm in the darkness, I was praying for the light. And because of me not believing that I could get out, I was praying. In this, though, it's not something big, but it's something huge. You have to plant something small, and then something big will come out of the small thing that you did. So during them darkness hours of me running around here, I personally made sure, I prayed. I was praying and crying and praying and crying. I knew that I was wrong, but there was something going on. I couldn't stop because I trained myself not to. I said I'm never going to get out of this. But then I would write to God and I would tell him, I know that you're real. You know what I'm saying? And I pray every day, that I get out of this, because I know, you wouldn't leave me. You know what I'm saying? And I was young. And so me running around before I even had kids, and diseases after diseases. I mean, I remember being in the doctor's office, and the lady, she would set appointments for me to be there because she wanted to see me. And as she saw me, she'd always tell me, how you doing? You all right? And then she would tell me this. She says, now you know how many girls had survived with not being pregnant. You don't want to be getting pregnant now. You don't want to keep on getting these diseases back to back now. And she kept on talking to me, and she would always give me this lollipop, always give me candy. And the doctor eventually, the whole doctor place had tore down. It wasn't there no more. But when it was there, I remembered when I discovered I was pregnant with my first child, the lady wasn't there. And so she was going to set another appointment, but I went somewhere else because I'm like, I'm going to get in trouble. But this lady, though, she kept on pouring in wisdom, and I didn't hear it. I'm going to tell you something, y'all. I have to sit up for this one. Why is it when you're in darkness, you can't hear wisdom? Some people will say, well, that's because they don't want to hear it or they don't want to change. They gonna just do what they want to do. Well, let me tell you why people remain in the darkness and they don't go towards the light. Some people remain in the darkness because they think that's all that's left. Some people, they don't want to go anywhere because they feel like they can't go nowhere. So they're held hostage. At least they feel like it in their mind. It's all about the mind, where people feel like this is it. From the drugs and the alcohol, from the sex, from anything that you are addicted to, they feel like this is it. You can be addicted to eating. You can be addicted to a lot of things. But the main top things is everything, really, because anything you do that you always continue to do and you know it's not good can cause you death. My dad would always scare me with the word D-I-E, die. And what he would say to me was this. It was a frequent thing going on. And my dad was a few man. He ain't say too much words, but when he did, you heard him. So my dad said to me, because I didn't have the money of course, I'm broke. I ain't no money. I didn't have no money at all for the shot, right? And I had to get the shot because I was busy. And my dad said, all right, man, I'm pulling money out of my pocket for you. You know what I'm saying? And then after he pulled all this money to make sure I get my shot, we get in the car. And my dad said, what are you going to do when they get all these shots? When they get all of this and ain't nothing to cure it and you die? I straightened up quick. But in this, though, he was saying is, what are you going to do when they're going to have nothing to cure it and you're going to continue to keep on getting sick? What are you going to do when they can't save you? They can't always be there for you. What are you going to do? Eventually, I knew that I wanted to change. So I had my mindset upon I want to change. I just don't know how. So I would write, I would pray, I would cry. That little seed was such a big decision, but it was a big success way of getting out of the darkness. Okay? A lot of people, they don't believe in God. And I never ever knocked people down about what they don't believe. I never really knocked people down or where they don't go. I never argue about religion. But I had people would knock me over to where they're like, well, you go to church and you do this and that. And I started realizing a lot of people who talk about the church, they was actually talking about me. But in this, though, I had to be strong and say, you know what? We're all not perfect. I understand you don't go to church, but don't knock me down for going. I understand that you don't really like to talk about the religious stuff, but don't knock me down because I am talking about it. A lot of people will say she thinks she all high and mighty because she knows this and that, but it don't have nothing to do about that. It had a lot to do about I was about to die because of the fact that I didn't know how to get out. Some people really just don't know because they are afraid, so they need as much support systems. And if the support system is low, then they can't get out of the situation that they're in. You have to have a stable support system in order to get out. It has to be put together. You know what I'm saying? And if your support system is low, you got to believe in yourself, but you got to have more than that. See, I'm a true believer. And me being a true believer, sometimes it has been hard because, I believe in everything. And it's okay, but then it's like, no, it's not, because sometimes people could be saying the wrong thing to you and it will mess you up in your head. So for me, I was believing the words that people would say and they weren't telling me the truth. And I'm very nice, so people would deceive me and they'll come as something that they know that they're not. It's okay to do what you want to do, but it's not okay to hurt people. It's not. And so for me, I started to realize that I had to move away from some things. Just move out. Just move out. Move out. So I moved out. I just said, I can't go back to this darkness, because if I do, I'm not going to be where I should be. Most people have to understand, when you are in certain situations, you have to be willing to want to get out of it. And some people are afraid to get out of it because they don't think that they can do it. But I'm here to tell you, I got out of Bedroom Boom. I tried weed, and I tried to drink alcohol, but I really wasn't attached to those. I had a Bedroom Boom problem. But if I can get out of that, you can get out of all the stuff that you think that you cannot get out of. How can you do it? Believe in yourself. I had a client yesterday, and I call them clients because when you come to me and tell me you don't want to be on earth, you are immediately enrolled in my classroom, and I'm not going to give up on you. I don't care what you don't or whatever. You tell me something personal like that, your heart is going to be cured on my watch. I don't know. For me, I don't give up. I might quit some things, but I didn't give up. I keep on going now because I wasn't told or taught to just totally, that's it. When I quit, I keep going. I find other routes to go to. I keep on getting on my horse. It's just certain things I can't go to. I can't deal with. This is what I can and can't do. If I feel attacked, after a while, I'm going to remove myself. I'm a horse. I'm a turtle. I'm all types of animals. I like to stay around my clients. I call everybody who has emotional things. They were my clients. I just didn't have a classroom for them. But I had a classroom because some of them were improving and some of them were not. Now, what did I do with the ones that did not improve in my class? I prayed for them. God said, pray for those who don't understand. Pray for those who are not changing. Why does he keep saying pray? Well, because these people train themselves not to change. These people just feel like they can't, and so it's nothing that you can do to help them. Why did I just leave them behind? I didn't leave them, but I cannot waste my time trying to tell these clients their future and they're not listening. See, God said, you say the word, you plant it to them, and you keep going. My goal plan for you guys who are literally glued into this classroom is for you guys to tell me, did I help you? And if it's not helping you, please go to what's helping you. That's my main goal, because that's what Ms. Clay used to say to us. I had a group counselor, and she told us, If this is not helping you, go for what's helping you. Because the whole goal plan is for you to get help. And if you're not getting the help that you need to make sure you're cured away from depression and these thoughts in your head, then you need to get cured. But you gotta want to get cured. Some people, I'm sorry to say it, but it's true. Most of them are doing it for attention, because if they wanted to get cured, poof, there it is. Look at me. Back then, I ain't gonna front, I didn't want to get cured because I didn't think I could. So it didn't matter what you told me. I'd be like, yeah. And I wouldn't listen. But now when people come to me and they tell me something and they be like, are you listening? I'll come back and tell them what they told me. And they be like, oh, wow. Okay. Because when someone gives you wisdom and you don't understand, then you need to pray that you do understand what this person's told you. And this is my main goal for Marquetta the Light Speaker, is to let you guys know that I truly care about you. And I know that I do because I gave up a whole Facebook page for you. I just said that Facebook was not where I needed to be right now, because my stories are so huge to where I can't just be typing all my stories down. It was so huge to where I had to get on a blog page and make my whole life, because it's serious when it comes to life and it's nothing to play around with. Now, yes, I am goofy, I am funny, but at the end of the day, I want someone to really understand that I was there and my life was not perfect. So many people will sugarcoat their life. I ain't sugarcoating Bedroom Boom. I'm not sugarcoating that I really sincerely had a bad problem to where I couldn't even have kids, supposedly, but I ended up blessed with 2. And in this, yeah, I was going through a lot, but I never forgot that God just blessed me all over the city to where when I got myself a little towed up after my dad's death, God made sure that I made it home safe. I lost my keys and I still had money on me. I still had my phone and my property on me. So I know that there's something spiritual or whatever coming around here. At the end of the day, though, there's be people that will say things about me. But one thing I'm not is I don't give up. People will tell me a lot of things. And so now I'm working on, you know what? You can tell me whatever you want to tell me. But you can't tell me I don't care. I had someone tell me straight in my face in my house, where they use my shower, where they use my stuff, that I don't care. And I sat there and said, no, they don't care about themselves. Because if they cared about themselves, they would take better care of themselves, and they don't want to listen to the rules. So some clients I had to leave because they're not going to take advantage of me while I'm trying to help them. No, it's not fair, because I'm struggling trying to help you. I'm still in the struggle. So if I'm trying to lift you up, you should be lifting me up too. Let's help each other page on Facebook. I had it. But then I think it's so good now that I have my own blog page because I'm more engaged in it. Because when I was on the Let's Help Each Other page, I was still on my regular post. Do you know what I'm saying? And I was just in the familiar. I needed to get out of that because I would delete my important stories because people felt like it was not needed. But poof, there it is. It is needed because I need to tell something. And it's not to bash nobody, and it's not to put anybody's down. It's just to let people know that they can make it because I did. Do I care about my stories? Yes, I do, because even if it's no dots or comments on here, if sometimes the words ain't together, some people can hear what I'm saying, and they can go back and edit that if they want to. But at the end of the day, dots or commas got nothing on the story I have to tell. And that's why someone suggested make a video along with your blog. Because then they can hear the voice, and if they can't understand the writing, they can hear that voice. Poof, there it is. They got the video, they got the blog, and I moved out of Facebook. Because my works is not just some type of works you just ha ha. It's not funny. Because I was underneath that water. I was having seizures. I was going through things before I just was a single mother of two. No, I had more than just being a single mother. I was going through things before I had these children. I had a bedroom broom problem, which caused me to have stress problems, which caused me to have seizures, and I was just getting mentally ill to where I was so glued into the darkness to where I felt like there was no way out. I was chasing after people that didn't deserve to be chased after. People claimed to love me, but they were faking, deceiving me. But I was such a true believer that I believe everything someone told me. And even though I knew some of them didn't like me, I still stayed with them. Even though I knew some of them were talking about me, I still stayed with them. And even though I was called a crybaby, I still stayed with them crying. I was that type of girl to where I didn't give up hope. I did hope. I did more than just hope. I believed. I think the main thing in your life is to believing that you could get out when everybody else don't believe in you. It's to believing that you can fly. Because if you can believe in yourself while everybody else don't believe you, then when stuff started moving, then they will start saying, congratulations. But let me tell you something. The moment these people say congratulations, it's going to be too late, because you like, man, I waited all this time for you to say congratulations. I don't think I want you to say it no more, because I think that you should have been there during the darkness hour and support me during both hours. You should never change. But now I'm doing real good. I got my place, and I went to college, and I went to counseling, and I'm taking care of my kids. I went to parenting. I did all these things, and you want to say thank you now. You want to say congratulations now. No, where were you when I was on that ground in the darkness? Where was your belief then? Where was your happiness then? No, you weren't happy for me. Of course not. But where were your support on that darkness? But God's is so much more powerful. And that's why I am fighting for these young souls. And the sad part is, it's not even young souls coming to me. Dupree the other day, who said that he wanted to kill himself, was not a young soul. He was older, but young in heart. He's around in his 30s. And I started noticing my new clients are older than me. Okay? And so I know young souls is all ages, because all ages come to me. Young lady knocking at the door randomly for food, but asking me to pray for her. And I could be on the ground just praying and crying for myself. But poop, 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 I need your help. I know who I am, and I know what I can do. And nobody ain't gonna stop me now, because I'm flying in the city. Why am I doing this? And why won't I stop? Why do I act like I care? I don't act. I know I care, and I know I have a care. And that's the difference. This is somebody who's saying, Marquela, the light speaker. And I'm going to say it again. Marquela, the light speaker. Don't you see how serious I am? That cape that I had in one of them videos, I ain't playing. Because I know that my dad didn't drive me all the way for me to sit on my dreams. And I know this person who's watching me right now is wondering, wow. I'm telling you right now, if I can watch my daddy die in my eyes, and then and prior before that, be the only forgotten daughter. This my sister died as she was a baby, and I came alive. What am I? What am I? A miracle angel. And angels don't give up. Only girl, this has got nothing to do with just a single mother with 2 kids. Poof, there it is. It's more than that. It's more than that. But a lot of people, they just look at them parents. Oh my God. No, I don't need you to do all that. I need your support. And real support. Not you bragging and all that. No, I need your real support. Because I will give you the same. But when I got out of darkness, I didn't feel the same. Hallelujah. I care about your hearts. I care about your souls. I want you guys to know that I love you. My love is not fake. Tell you about one of my clients years ago. I put my life at risk for one of my clients. And I loved her. She was my friend. She was somebody I cared about. But I had to stoop down to what she was doing to come and reach out and get her soul. Because she was in a dark place. I knew that I couldn't do the things that she was doing. But I thought if I reach out and go where she was at, maybe I can get her soul. But I couldn't. My farmer best friend, I loved her. But the girl had a life. And we laid down in some dark areas. I protected her, but I could have got hurt. I could have got hurt. While she was doing her thing in that bed, I could have got hurt. But I made it out there. And she made it out there too. She asked me to be there for her while she do her thing. But if I would have got hurt, where will my kids go? See, a lot of people don't understand when they have someone good, they have someone good. I put my life at risk for my clients, my old ones. And that's why they're old. Because if I have to be in your mess and I'm going to get myself all towed up, it's not that serious. But this client forgot about me. She forgot that I was the one that supported her all them years. She forgot that I was the one that was with her when her mom was on her deathbed. She forgot that I was the one that was praying for her mom as she was gone. She didn't realize how much I loved her until one day she calls me and I disappeared. There was no phone answers. I texted her once and she didn't respond. She began to treat me like she wanted to bah! But she bah! The wrong person. You stab at the wrong person. See, Marquela, the life speaker, she tells her whole life because she wants people to understand. I care about your souls. But when you stab me, there ain't no help no more. I put my life at risk from this young girl. I had her back. But she continued her life with false allegations about me. But I knew was true. She thought that I wanted her man. Her man came to me, yeah. And I hope that she watched it, because her man came to me in my house and think that I was going to do something, and it was not going to go down. And the moment I saw he telling me that she thought I wanted him, my whole life broke down. Cried right in front of her man. Why would you ever think that you are my best friend? But what did I do when I was in that dark situation? Her man pulling himself to me and just giving me a test and seeing if I was really real. I cried my heart out. Because when she was supposed to be in the hospital, I was praying and I was ready to go with my 2 children. I had just quit a job. And that day her mom was on that deathbed, I was right there on that lift, making sure that my friend knows I care. My dad died. She did come the next day, but there wasn't no hospitals. There wasn't no visits. When I got in a crash, my hand broke, saw her once, didn't see her much. I was so more into her. That party that she had, I had her back. But she want to go and tell her man that you don't want to be friends with me no more. After I put my life at risk and I donated to your mom, making sure that you know that I care. Have you ever had any donations to me besides, yeah, you had your boyfriend wash my kids? But in this, I did make sure I paid you guys, even when you kept on moving and doing stuff. But in this, these stories are based upon me letting you know and letting everybody else know that I will not go and stoop down to your level. And I will always love you. And I will always, you will always be my client. But you will never stab me again like that. You tried to clown me at your party. You tried. That's why I kept inviting your family to my page so they could send this to you. Because you tried to clown me at your party. And you want to really reveal the truth? You were flirting with my boyfriend in front of yours. The party was a hot mess because you knew I said my stomach hurt. So I was in darkness. Friends know that there's something wrong with you, and they still gonna insist this, and you not even fully there. That's because at the time my friend wanted to attack me and insist to keep on. He didn't care about my life, he never did. But it's time to move on, honey. I will always love you though. There ain't no gossip or nothing like that, but it is saying that you will never do that to me again. And you can go ahead and do what you want to do and live your life. But I was good to you. So while you running about my refrigerator and running about how my house look and running about all that, when was the last time I ever said anything personal about you? Till now. Is that I had my life at risk while you doing some things. And about how I supported you when your mom passed. I was the first one to start the donation. I never seen you start no donations for my daddy. How about when we did our little thing together and my dad always got you? We was not a we. It was a I. So I was in darkness with you. I was in darkness with a whole lot of other people. But you specifically was one of my bodies. But in this video though, guys, how did I make it out of people who really wasn't my friends and I thought that they would be? Or how did I make it out of the darkness of me and Bedroom Boom? Or how did I make it out of the darkness of just being left alone and forgotten, like my works don't mean anything? How did I do all that? I prayed. And I started seeing God move. Bum rush me with blessings. Because I hold my peace. Sometimes when you're in darkness, you have to hold your peace. Because even the ones you thought would help you, they ain't gonna help you either. So you have to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Hold your peace, be calm, and don't start any unnecessary drama that's not needed. These stories that I'm telling are scripts. These stories that I'm telling is reality shows to where I am not just this perfect girl. I had people would stab me, smack me in my head while I didn't see them. But I knew there was something going on. A lot of people after death reveals, it was too much stuff revealed. And they thought that I was crazy, but I knew. I had the knowledge and wisdom to know that that don't sound right. See, you got to be educated, y'all. You got to get some education to learn these things. And then you will know that, okay, that's not right. And not even that. You got to go with that gut feeling. And it tells you, no. So when I was in that darkness, I had to believe that I can fly out of it. And it's so funny because when people are doing better than you, they love it. But then when you start going higher than them, they gonna hit you. But let them hit you because you deserve so much more. If they can't work with you and keep working against you, find somebody that will work with you because there's so many people out here that will help you more than the ones that versus won't. You deserve so much more. Believe in who you are and believe in yourself, and then you will be okay. I made it out of darkness to save other souls. I couldn't save their souls even though I tried to with my old clients, but I couldn't save them while I was like that. I had to be really, really, really healthy and prepared to do this. And that's why God put me on camera and he put me on that blog so that I can be ready and train myself to do this. So whoever's watching they just gonna be watching. But I want to make sure whoever's watching that they know that this is not a bum rush thing. This is not me bashing people down. This is not me trying to smack somebody and go ham on them. This is me just really telling my real life stories so that somebody can move on and know that I had a life. Because there's so many people out here that look at me and see this beautiful innocent face, but there's something off this face and it's called darkness coming out of that light. It's running towards this light that's in my face. So I'm more than just a beautiful face. See, you don't understand that I had a life and I was on that ground too. You don't understand that I was running, doing streamings and everything that I could to get to this light. So it's not easy to get out here, but I know a lot of people think I make it look easy, but it wasn't. All I did was a little bit of prayer and it made a huge difference. That's what I'm trying to tell you about these stories and these themes, these series, these scripts, these things that I'm doing are stuff that I want you guys to know that I overcame something and you can too. I can help you do that if you just give me a try. But you can't abuse my works because a lot of people did. But I see new clients. One client is definitely, I saw him smile the other day. I'm trying to make sure I know that I always had the hopes for the future. But I know now that God's saying, let these people come to you. And it's another client finna come. So that's two. And it's men. It's men. But that's how it was with Miss Clay and her group counseling, that there was more men than women. Because men are dealing with something that we might not can't help, but then we can. Comfort. Guys, and everybody needs to learn and know how to love. People are on here that wants to know how to love. People on here that wants to know how to get out of stuff. People on here are really depressed, on the borderline of depressed. I seen one lady walk up out of that castle room and I said, Marquella, you think you could do this? People gonna be walking out. But then I saw in reality that some people would walk out. They would walk out on that classroom and get mad on me. You know, in my little classroom, before I had it, before I knew I was going to do this, they'd be, oh, I'm like, oh, Lord, okay. They didn't laugh. Okay, well, but you don't give up. You planted seed, and that's the main goal when you're going to business, is that you planted seed. And then eventually it will be sown into these hearts. My main goal for you guys to know that I care. And I'm going to make sure I do as best as I can. And I know some people going to bop me in the head and leave, but it's okay. I'm still going to be arisen. I'm going to still keep on going, because there's a lot of people that look at me. I say hi to them. They look at me and walk past by, and then they ain't know me. And I was shocked about that. But that's why I had to leave Facebook, because I want my clients. I already got 2 new ones, actually. One just enrolled on today, so it's getting there. No, I actually got 3. Oh, yeah, someone been on here for a while, my cousin. So we getting it. We getting it. Actually, 4. Look, hold on. So we starting to have little team going on here. But in this team, I just want you guys to know is that Marquella the Life Speaker really cares about those hearts, and she's there to clear and cure those hearts. She wants you to know that if you continue to keep on watching her, and if you continue to watch me and continue to go onto that blog, subscribe the blog and the channel, and then message me after a while you watching all these videos and stuff, letting me know that you've been touched. That does mean a lot if you let me know that this helps you, because then I keep getting all hyped up because I want to know if this helps you. If it's not helping you, please go to what's helping you, okay? But my main goal is to make sure that everybody knows that Marquella the Life Speaker, she cares about you, and she wants your heart to be cured. So as you're watching me and you're looking at me rambling my mouth, I do want you to know that these are stories that I came through. These are things that I went through, and I want you to have a better life. I want you to live. And how do you live? By me just letting you know that I was in the crash, that I had death. I just came, my mama died, and I just came from another, I was the baby that came alive. I done had all this stuff. For me letting you know I was bum rushed, but I'm still alive. Look. So even though Marquella was bum rushed and I was the middle child, and everybody was boom, they was stabbing me, popping me. There was all stuff. Oh man, bats going on and black stuff, rats running. It was all this stuff, just bum rushing. But during that bum rush time, I strive to achieve real success. I am that person that I know that eventually somebody's going to be striving, because they going to say, Marquella the Life Speaker, that girl was wrong. Oh, that one chapter story that we watched, she was going through it. Oh, y'all seen that movie? Because I was always on video anyways. why not tell a story? If you got good memory, why not? I mean, I keep looking at my old channels of when I was a baby on YouTube. I was pretty much in my 13, 14s, and I was playing with my little brother, and it's so funny. I'm like, man, we were so young. But I said I was an angel, and he said, you're not no actress. And it was so funny, but then I'm like, oh my God, I've been an actress. Because the things that I do is I write it down. I write down my life. So I'm writing scripts, and even though I ain't go back to read it sometimes, I just go little, dots, cots, and commas and stuff. And then I'm like, I don't got all that stuff, but I'll write it down. My words might not be mixed up, but I can write. And see, one of my church members said, oh, do you just be using Google with that? I said, girl, no, I types. She said, what? And then one day she gave me the pen. She said, oh, girl, I writes. I types, I writes, and I talk. Everything match up with the person God created. And that's why that blog there is something to where it can be more explicit. Not just a Facebook page, but a legacy. And I have to be engaged. Because if you're engaged into your life, others will want to be engaged to theirs too. Because they be like, man, if you can discover how cool you are, would you take the challenge? You better, because, man, when I found out I be loving my dreams. And I had a dream. I keep seeing my dad. So he's relaying messages to me. And he gave me a time. He said 9:45 that I needed to write. And I needed to have a snack. And it was so funny because I know when my daddy said I need to have a snack, because back in the days he was not playing if I don't eat. So I said, oh, Dad said you need to start eating. Then another dream, he came twice though. He was driving. And I'm like, and he said about some documents, but I couldn't hear him, so he hopped up. And I told him, I said this in the dream, I said, oh, you doing this because you know I can remember. He didn't say nothing. The dream woke me up. So what I'm saying is, I don't play with my dreams. I don't play with them. These my dreams. These my future. This is my stuff. This is my Quayla the light speaker stuff. And ain't nobody can steal my Quayla the light speaker. They try. They would try to steal her speaker. They would tell her stop making the stories and stop doing this. But no! I will not give up on my Quayla the light speaker because she speaks life to those hearts. And she wants them to be cared. I want them to be cared. I want to help them. I want to tell these people that they can get up. And I want to be the change. Sound like superhero. Because even when you stab me, even when your dirty mouth get on my nerves and you need a soft teddy bear, even when you say what you say, I think my is in words. You don't even have to beat me. You say one word to me, and then I'm gonna be humble, but you get on my nerves. So when you say all that stuff, I still stand. See, I was an actress. I just didn't believe that I could fly. And when I see the videos of when I was little, and my brother gonna say that you ain't no actress, you ain't no Beyonce in them. And I see the videos of my dad and the dog, and I see this. But then he put in my intelligence brain is that, Marquela, you're writing a script. And you are an actress. Because the things that you do is something that no one does. And your energy, your bubbly energy, deserves to be on camera. They're telling you what you can and cannot do, but you gotta get up out that chair and tell them, I can, and yes, I will. I will not stop this video. I will not stop my Quayla the light speaker. I will speak life to those hearts. I said. Now, in this though. That was kind of funny. But trust me, I know how it feels to feel left out or abandoned. But there's so many people out there that will adapt you. So many people will be bum rushing you with their love. And if you don't believe me, just watch me. Okay? You gotta see it. That there's people that love you. There's people that care. You think you about to run, you think you about to fall sometimes. Man, when Dupree said yesterday, look, when Dupree gonna say I'm on the ground, baby. I said I'm on the ground. I said, man, most of us is. 9 times out of 10, you talking about you want to kill somebody else gonna say the same thing, baby. They saying the same stuff. But then when you get on there, you gonna be realized like you doing too much on the ground crying. Cause that was me. That was me. I was the same way. But one day I woke up because I said I was in the room crying, saying nobody cares about me. Then I just woke up and said, girl, you know how many people depressed right now? About 1 million people out here the same way, girl. Come on now. Somebody got to get up because if everybody around here sinking and falling, who going to get up? Who going to get up to save them? Everybody can't be poisoned. The whole goal is you got to be cured. So that you can show your gifts to somebody. Because then eventually they're going to be like, man, I can do hair on here. I can do whatever I want to do. I love the camera. Then start going. Because there's no date. But see, I don't know. When my daddy gave me the time, I wrote that down. See, pay attention to those dreams. Because if there's something that means the heart to you, you can write. Start purchasing notebooks and pencils and start educating yourself. Because the internet is not going to last forever. The internet can tell you everything. Even though, if my clear little light speaker on here, poof, there it is. But guess what? I still speak life outside the world. Dupree is a human being. He is. He's human. And he came to me at the school when my baby acting like that and told me this. So, then the other guy was so inspired about me being on YouTube, he's trying to do his little Thug Bone channel. So in this, if people try to do the Thug Bone channel, do whatever they need to do, some scripts, then what's up? You can live your life, man. You can live your life, honey. Because there's so many beautiful things out here. The water, the gorgeous thing. And yesterday we didn't do our scriptures. You know I done forgot all about that because I just be running the mouth. Y'all know me. But I'm going to put us up in prayer. Ooh, Jesus. When I get to talking sometimes, that's probably why my daddy said 9:45, get you some snacks. Because he know I can talk all day, fall asleep talking. But in this, let me pray us out. No, let me give you scripture. The purple book. And I want to give you guys the scripture guidance because most of you guys need that is guidance because y'all don't know who could help y'all. Y'all looking for people to help y'all. And so I'm going to give y'all the guidance. So when you guys go to what's helping you, that you know that was from the Lord. Okay? And so I just found someone right now. This is a great scripture for you guys. It says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, and always acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. Proverbs 3:5 and 6. This is really a great one here. And there's another one I'm going to give you. It says, listen to advice and accept discipline. And at the end, you will be counted among the wise. Proverbs 19 and 20. So both of them two scriptures is really good, especially the one that's saying trust in the Lord with all your heart. So trust in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And lead not onto your own understanding. So sometimes we can only understand yourself, but when you read and you continue to keep on going, he can help you. You know what I'm saying? And acknowledge that it was him who did this. You know what I'm saying? And he will direct you towards where you need to go. So for me, for example, I think God pulled me to this because now he's directing me. All I did was follow his wishes, and it's going to be supplied to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to pray. I'm going to pray you guys out. Oh, Heavenly Father, right now in the name of Jesus, I thank you for just continuously bringing your love, bringing your wealth and health, bringing all those things to this world and to this city so that we all can do something unique. Right now, Lord, you created all these people here that's watching me to be unique. Right now, Lord, there's some people that need your guidance and need peace. There's some people that's out here in anger and guilt and just been deceived. And some people feel like they cannot make it. But right now, in the name of Jesus, send down your peace. Put peace into these young people's hearts, these young souls, any ages. Just send down whatever you promised them, Lord. Please give them what they need because you said it, that you wouldn't leave us nor forsake us. So continue to bring down your love. Some people want to be loved. They want to know how to love again. God, I ask you to lead your love into their hearts. Open their hearts, Lord. Open their hearts. Open their love. Open everything that you promised these people. And send them the right direction because you sending me. You sended me. Look, you sended me. You know I'm halfway hood because my daddy, he didn't. That's why I see my daddy so much because my daddy was halfway hood and my mama was Christian. So then we got Jesus and hood together. So Lord, I said I did the hood Jesus walk. Oh, okay, Lord. But in this, Lord, please rebuke any spirit that's not of you, Lord. Bop the devil in his head because he keep messing with people, Lord. And that's why I'm outside the world because I want to bop him. He always got these people talking about they don't want to be there. And they need to because they got some gifts inside there, some natural gifts that you gave them. And he be trying to put on your properties. And he be doing too much. And I just want to bop him, Lord. But I know you said humble. And I still got halfway hood in me, Lord. And that's going to probably even be impacted in me forever. I am trying my best. They be trying to mess with them nice people that they don't understand that we a little bit cray-cray in them now. We cray-cray. We crazy. We will choke you. But Lord, right now, in the name of Jesus, as I continue to pray, please bring hope into this future. You brought nothing but your only forgotten son, and you did it to save our souls. So if you could do that, you could do this to anybody. And I hope this touched their hearts. I hope they go on to Marquella Lucas 5 website, Lord. And they say, you touched my heart. I hope that they come on this YouTube channel and they understand that Marquella Life Speaker is speaking life to the life. I hope that one day they understand that Marquella Life Speaker loves them. And she ain't gonna give up no hope on it. I hope one day, as I get old and crusty, I go and look at this YouTube channel and say, boy, was I fighting for their rights. One day, Lord, one day, you said like the Martin Luther King. You said about Martin Luther King. He believed. He had a dream. And he did. It worked. Hallelujah. So I had a dream, Lord. I had a dream that the hearts will be killed because too many people out here want to die, but they shall live. Right now, in the name of Jesus, rebuild them stairs, put them in the holy water, and put the oil in there right now in the name of Jesus because you said it. You said it, Lord. Woo! Stir them up, Lord. Get their souls together. Woo! Oh, hallelujah. And see, that's why I'm outside the world. Because if I was inside the world, everybody and their mama gonna be bopped in the head. So I got to be outside the world. Marquella the Life Speaker. Marquella the Life Speaker. Where we speak. And we speak life to those souls. And we kill your hearts. We kill, baby. We kill. Hallelujah. Oh, my bad, y'all. I have different days, different dollars, and today I'm a little hyped up. Subscribe the channel, please. Follow the blog. And thank you for watching Marquela the Light Speaker, where we speak light to those hearts and we help cure the city